Hey, great Wednesday morning. It is a beautiful. Hey, Melida, good morning. You got hit it right on the dot. Good morning, Marco. How's it going, my man? Bendiciones para ti, tu hermosa familia. Hey, let me know if your kid is actually going to study away. Let me know. I'm just curious. Pedro, onta las cookies. I got the cookies. Guys, please come and pick up some cookies, please. I actually got a big old new stack of cookies and I need to get rid of them because or else I'm going to start eating them, and that's not going to be a good thing for me. Good morning, Lina Hermosa. ¿Cómo estamos? Tony, my man, how's it going, bro? And Benny from Southmost. Ay, hermosa. Connie, ¿cómo estás, mi amor? Claudia, hermosa. I'll call you after the show. I need to go pick up some light bulbs. Love you. Good morning, Len. And Esparza Berlanga. Great Wednesday morning, right back at you. Love you, Vela. God bless. Hey, I actually almost missed you. I missed you yesterday. I stopped by where you were at. Sorry. Good morning, guys, from the Chup, the Big Papa Chup. And good morning on YouTube today. Tessie. Bendiciones, Don Jose, on Tala Scooter. I actually have it over there, right there. I'm actually looking at it right now. Buenos días, Rosy, hermosa, ¿cómo estás? Good morning, Eduardo. Good morning, Rosie. God bless you. Good morning, Mark Anthony. How you doing, my man? God bless. Guys, it was a good show last night. We did have Commissioner Tetro on, and, we learned a lot yesterday. But I think one of the most important things is we did discuss the numbers coming in. And the numbers are really, really very, very bad for us down here. We are at 117 new positive cases in Cameron County, and I think 71 of those are from Brownsville. Good morning, Yesenia Hermosa. ¿Cómo estás? Nathan, I know what you're trying to do. The big old chunk of number those, and a lot of those numbers are community spread cases. And again, we talked about this yesterday, and we'll talk about it again today. The thing that really trips me out about it is how many teens, how many 20-year-olds are coming out on the list. And it's not something that's limited to Brownsville, Texas. It's happening throughout the country. Good morning, Maribel. Blessings to you. And happening throughout the country. Good morning, guapos. Thank you. Cherco es hermosísima. Tú estás hermosa. But it's something that's happening throughout. Dr. James, did you have a chance to look at the numbers?
Yes, and it's really shocking. There are a lot of younger and younger people who are coming out positive, probably because they're just, being not as careful, going out and gathering and not wearing masks and whatnot. Not the right thing to do, that's for sure.
Not right now. It's not the right thing to do right now. We did have 2 deaths reported on our list, and we talked a little bit about those yesterday. Good morning, Eleazar. Eleazar, ¿cómo estás, papá? Linda, good morning, Linda Cortez. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Y el pan dulce, el café. I got my coffee right here, and I got Erasmo cookies. Guys, please pick up the damn cookies. I'm getting tired of eating cookies. I had cookies for breakfast, cookies for lunch, cookies for dinner yesterday. So please pick up the damn cookies. Laura, good morning, mi amor. ¿Cómo estás? Good morning, Luis. God bless you. Well, Dr. James, one of the things that I mentioned yesterday, I don't know if you watched the show, but I did visit some of our funeral homes here in the city of Brownsville. Good morning, Erica. Actually, I had communication with almost all of them. And, sir, one of the things that I learned yesterday, Dr. James, was that the numbers are not reflective of the real situation. Did you read about how the new plasma in the hospitals, due to the ones that are recovering from COVID, something like that? Yes, we'll talk about that in a little bit. The numbers are not reflective of the reality. There's 2 deaths reported. One of them is from Brownsville, I think. There's individuals are 81-year-old from Brownsville, and the other one from Brownsville. From Brownsville, but the number that they gave me was closer to 70.
It's a lot. That's a lot, and I know that there's a lot of backlog, not only in the reporting, but in the labs. They're trying to turn around the confirmations and the contract tracing. That's part of the issue.
Yeah. GVGC, please come to my office at 1240 East Madison. actually come right now. I'm here. We're on live, but it's going to be okay. Just come by and pick up some cookies, please. As the more I get gone, the better for me. So please come and pick up some damn cookies. Um, Dr. James, are y'all seeing a spike in regards to a lot of the individuals on your news feed, on your social media sites, in regards to all the people that are having family members come out positive?
Yes, more and more. And I'm seeing clients. I supervise several LPC interns, and everybody seems to know somebody either who has been exposed or tested positive or even passed away. It's getting very very close to home.
GVGC 1240 East Madison. I actually sent you an inbox and I sent you the address because I could do two things at one time. Again, guys, I'm going to try and reach out to Cameron County Office of County Judge to see why the discrepancy in regards to the count. And look, I understand that a lot of them are, they're tracing and they're trying to find out. But a lot of these deaths are happening at the nursing homes. One of the other things that we learned yesterday was that we already talked about Valley Grande Manor having all those positives and not being reported either. But also Ebony Lake, it is said that Ebony Lake is in trouble as well. Guys, because I want to know why they aren't on the list and why aren't we being a little bit quicker in order to produce the numbers. Now, in your opinion, Dr. James, what are the cons in regards to not producing quick numbers out there?
People may not be taking it as seriously. I can understand maybe not wanting to incite a panic, but still, I mean, we need for people to understand the seriousness and the gravity, and plus, we need our government to be forthcoming. If they're not going to be forthcoming about these numbers, I mean, what else are they going to keep from us? So that's concerning too.
It is very concerning, and we need to have accurate numbers. Good morning, a friend that just let me know that we made the national news last night. I'm just kind of hoping that we start making the national news for something other than catastrophe down here. But our hospitals are not doing well at all. We've had communication with our staff out there at the hospitals, and the hospitals are jam packed, and individuals are actually waiting on the halls. They're making hospital rooms out of the OR rooms and other things. But my concern, man, is if we continue to overflow the hospital with COVID-19 patients, what's going to happen if I have a heart attack, or if I, have fall off my scooter and break my neck? I mean, where am I going to get care if all the hospitals are already full with COVID-19 patients? I mean, I was thinking about that actually the other day when I was scootering through downtown Brownsville. I was going, goodness gracious, if I actually fall down and break my arm, break my leg or something, I'm going to be in trouble.
Yes.
I don't know, something that they've taken into consideration, but guys, stay safe. And as I'm taking care of patients who are actually coming from Reynosa and Matamoros, could that be another reason why numbers in Brownsville are rising? It could be. Let me tell you, I know for a fact that a lot of the individuals that are coming over from Matamoros and Reynosa, they should be citizens. Because if you remember correctly, the only individuals that they're letting cross the border are individuals that are coming for essential things, and only residents and citizens. But Reynosa is a problem. I think they reported 1,200 deaths or something like that. I mean, something astronomical. And Matamoros is not doing as well as a lot of people thought or experienced at some time. Matamoros is also struggling as well. So I'm not sure in regards to the overflow. I know for a fact that there was one little baby who was positive. They actually messaged me about it. See if we anything that we could do, Luis. A little baby coming over from Matamoros. The only difference was that the baby was an American citizen. So again, I think that the only people coming over from Matamoros are either residents or U.S. citizens, because I don't think they're letting just everyone cross over. I might be wrong. Question: someone I know and his family as well is starting to feel the symptoms of one of their kids. What can they do to keep him safe? They try disinfecting everything around them, but they still feel it's not enough. Linda, my suggestion is try and find someplace that the child could stay at. If the child is uh, negative, and have him stay with a relative, a family, a friend, or someone in the meantime, while the whole other family is fighting corona. You don't want an entire family to suffer from it. Dr. James, any suggestions?
Well, I would agree. I would absolutely agree. But the other scary part is children may be asymptomatic. They may carry it. So even though the rest of the family is feeling the symptoms, the child may actually be carrying that virus and not experiencing any of the symptoms. So if the child moves to another home, you may be infecting additional people too.
Well, Linda, since you mentioned that, one of the things, and Dr. James, because you mentioned it, one of the posts I put on yesterday or early this morning, I honestly can't remember. My days are kind of like cluttered together. One of the posts that I put out there was a friend of mine, a very, very close friend of mine. I love her to death. She's a grandmother, and she basically stated that someone had brought her, COVID-19. Now she's in the hospital fighting COVID-19, and the young one that infected her, they're doing okay. See, that is the problem. That is what we've been saying. Young individuals, y'all might be okay, guys, but what's going to happen when you take it back home to grandmother, when you take it back home to your mom, your dad, someone with underlying conditions? It's going to be a mess. It's not going to be a good thing. So my prayers out there to my friends. Elizabeth, good morning. I love you. Let me know if there's anything I can do. I'm sorry to learn about it on a post of mine, but Manuel, ¿cómo estás? Saludos, puro Monterrey. Wow. I love Monterrey. Tony Perez. Good morning, Pedro. Good morning, Juan. Love you, man. Buenos días, Isidro. God bless you, my man. Some businesses do not report because of greed. Unfortunately, there's too many businesses out there that are not reporting, and they don't necessarily have to report. It would just be a service to the community if different businesses out there will be upfront and say this is what's happening. I'm very proud of Isisi Bar. I never even knew the name. Isisi Bar. I'm very proud of them that they came out immediately and said, we have 5 of our workers that tested positive. We're shutting down until further notice. I'm glad they took those measures. I'm very proud of Chili's. Chili's saying, hey, guys, we got some positives. We're going to close down. We're going to clean. We're going to try and come back. People need to know. And that's one of the things that I've said, Dr. James, is that, we know that there are positives out there at Walmart. There's positives out there at HEB. But we know, we still have to go. It's not like we're going to stop going to HEB or to Walmart. We still have to go. But we know what we're getting ourselves into. I'd rather individuals know what's going on so that they could, be a little bit more cautious in regards to walking around the stores. But we're still having individuals that are acting irresponsibly, even at Walmart and HEB. And, it's got to stop.
Absolutely right. I mean, there are studies out there again that non-essential travel and staying at home, there's a correlation between that and the number of positives that are being reported. So obviously, I mean, best case scenario, we should stay home. If you don't have to go out, stay home. But if you do go out, you better follow the guidelines. Avoid the large crowds, wear your mask, social distance or physical distance, wash your hands and wash them thoroughly. They recommend at least 20 seconds, and that's in between your fingers and the back of your hands too. You've got to be thorough with that. And our hospitals are already overwhelmed. And I know I saw one report from one of our local news outlets, I don't remember which one, that several of the mayors in Hidalgo County are looking at some of the area hotels to help with the hospital overflow. That could be coming here very soon too.
And one of the questions: why doesn't Mayor Brownsville Mayor take over abandoned doctor hospital? Actually, that is privately owned. So again, it's privately owned, so there's not much that we can do about that. The mayor themselves, but we do have abandoned buildings. The district has abandoned 3 of the schools; they're empty.
Yes.
Those are 3 strategical positions throughout the city of Brownsville that the city of Brownsville needs to discuss with BISD and take those over immediately. And the city needs them. Our community needs them. That's why it's important to be very, very careful. 100%. Good morning, Erasmo. God bless you and your family. Love you, mi amor. Doctor, what is your take on BISD? That they have some deaths and or people infected with COVID, yet they brush it off and brush it under the rug, saying, "Oh, we have shut down the school and sanitized and clean." Do they think that it's a quick fix? Don't they understand that people are the ones who can't bring back the virus onto campus?
Well, I mean, I'm not a mind reader, so I don't know what goes into the decisions they make. But I do know that when they do have a death on the campus, they have to make sure that um, all of the family has been consulted with uh, before they make announcements. And of course, they don't disclose names because of HIPAA. But before they release something to the public, they have to be in contact with the family. And yes, they do have to shut down the school, sanitize and clean it right away. And no, I disagree. It's not a quick fix. It's something that should be done regularly. In fact, not just when there has been a death among one of the faculty or staff, or oh it's just awful.
Wishing my dad a happy birthday from Galilea Salazar. Good morning to all the listeners. Blessings, guys. I actually sent a message to the superintendent yesterday. You know, now it's like now they're being forced to report the positive cases because we learned that there are individuals in the main office at Hannah High School that have tested positive. Our custodians have tested positive. Actually, uh, custodian has gone home, and there's been a horrible thing happen at home as well because the custodian picked up and the families made mention that the custodian became positive at Hannah High School. So again, guys, I mean, is this what we're going to be exposing our staff and our personnel to? I mean, the family is kind of very upset, and they're very, very saddened that their family member is out there at fighting for his life at the hospital. One of our teachers at Hannah High School, culinary arts teacher, passed away yesterday. How many more teachers are going to have to pass away before this corrupt board says something about it? I mean, not even a statement, not even wishing the family blessings, nothing. And the reason is they're afraid to acknowledge it. The excuse that they gave me, let me tell you the excuse, Dr. James. And people listen, the excuse that they gave me for not putting out a statement is because they're off contract. So because they're off contract, you know, they're not essentially completely employees, so they don't have to wish them well. She's like, they're off contract. They're not on contract. And they don't come back onto contract. I think, was it on the 13th or something? Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. But that's the reasoning behind it, because they're not on contract. That's how little they care about our personnel. And let me tell you, I could care less if my teachers are on contract, off contract. I mean, if they've been with the district for 10, 15, 20 years, if they've been with the district 1 year, you know, I'm going to honor their memory in case they pass away. It doesn't matter if they're on or off contract. But to this administration, to this superintendent, and to this corrupt board, if they're not on contract, they don't care. And they're not going to go out there and say anything. I mean, goodness gracious. I mean, it's very comforting to hear words of condolences when they come, you know, from leadership. It's necessary. It's important, and people need to hear it. Uh, my husband works at PIDC Detention Center in Port Isabel. He said that they are down to 6 total working kitchen staff, and a lady from the morning shift is an ICU detainee. Still have to eat, but this is very unsafe for the worker. I'm very concerned about the detention center. It is chaotic, and they were uh, very upset when people started to report the positives coming out of detention centers out there, and they were upset because they were getting phone calls and going like, "What do y'all expect, guys? I mean, really, what do y'all expect?" People are concerned in regards to the individuals that are out there working, the individuals that are out there detained. Goodness gracious, man. But what's happening at the PIDC is the same thing that's happening at our hospitals and at our nursing homes. I did learn that Valley Grande Manor is in mega trouble. Mega trouble. A lot of the nursing staff, a lot of the personnel have quit. That's how bad it is out there. They have quit. They do not want to go back. They do not want to expose their family, their friends in regards to it. Valley Grande Manor is in trouble. Trouble. Pues urgent care, los side care facilities, el mexicano se pone una tabla till they heal. Big Vaporu, Ronnie. People keep on crossing because they are citizens. It should stop. I don't know about that. If you're a citizen, you're allowed to go back and forth anywhere you want. Look, guys, I don't want all our freedoms taken away from us. I don't want all our rights taken away from us. I just want us to be very, very cautious and very, very careful. Now, should individuals be screened after coming in from Mexico? Maybe, maybe that would be something screened. But again, if you're asymptomatic, it's not going to matter. Not going to matter. It's like all these screenings that they want to do at the schools, guys. What are they going to do? They're going to have a little temperature, little wand and check your forehead every single time you enter the campus. What good is that going to do if students are asymptomatic? If teachers are asymptomatic, they won't be showing the symptoms. Now, part of the argument is, well, a great number of young children, are not going to be showing any signs. They're not going. Yeah, they're carriers, bro. Carriers. So they may show no symptoms whatsoever. You may do the one thing on them like 20 times throughout the day. They're still going to have the virus. But guess what? My teachers are not going to be saved. They're going to come into close contact with the students. And I put up a couple of posts. And these posts aren't mine, guys. They're from a lot of the amazing teachers out there. What contact is there going to be when you have 9 students in a classroom plus a teacher and you have to maintain 6 feet of distance from each other? Nothing. Not a damn thing. Does that make sense, Dr. James?
It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. And I don't see how they're going to be keeping 6 feet distance between the students. I saw on the internet, one of our local news outlets had an article about the TEA guidelines, and the first picture that's there is a setting with a lot of desks with a lot of space in between them. But you know what? That wasn't a classroom. That was a cafeteria, probably during the last time they had testing or something. I mean, what is the reality there? Even if you alternate and have half of the student population on campus at a time, are you really going to be able to keep 6 feet between those desks? Are you really going to be able to keep those students apart?
It's impossible. It's not going to happen. Now, think of the teaching process. There's a lot of hands-on, guys. Think about it. Someone just picked up some cookies. Thank you, GVGC. Thank you for stopping by picking up some cookies. Guys, please pick up some cookies. Teachers are hands-on, education process, because part of the argument is, well, it has to be face-to-face. Face-to-face could be, we're face-to-face, guys. We're face-to-face. It's that interaction that's the other component in regards to the teaching process. They're not going to be able to get into close contact with your student, with your child. They can't. There's no... Sir.
When the teachers are teaching the very young children, a lot of times they have to help them with their tying their shoes and putting on their raincoats or heavier coats if the weather's cold. What are the teachers going to do then? And the paraprofessionals as well.
GVGC, thank you for coming by and picking up cookies. McCann is thinking about getting school portables for people with COVID-19, and they're getting them from the school district. That's what we're going to have to do here in Brownsville. Our numbers are way higher than they are in McAllen. That's what we're going to have to do. The city's going to have to go out there and talk to the district and say, we need those schools. Those schools are empty. There's no one in those schools. We need those schools, and we need them now. And again, guys, we need clinics. We need a makeshift hospital. We need it now. I would wear double mask day and night. Double mask day. Well, yeah. I mean, we're getting to that point, and that's why we're using not only the mask now. I mean, I've started to use the shield as well. As weird as that may sound, and that's like, guys, you take into consideration because a lot of people go like, "Oh, that's why I saw you walking to your car. You didn't have your mask." Shut up. Look it. If I'm going to go to Walmart, if I'm going to go to HEB, you better believe I'm going to be wearing my damn mask. You do the same. Wear your mask.
Right, and it's wearing your mask when you can't physically distance. When you can't be 6 feet away from somebody, that's when you wear your mask. I mean, we're not going to wear it in our car when we're driving alone either. So you're walking from the parking lot at HEB or Walmart, and there's no one, within many feet around you. It's probably not necessary for you to be wearing your mask either.
No, not in this heat. Stop eating the cookies. I can't. I can't stop eating the cookies. Please pick up the damn cookies. I'm literally going to eat them all. Please. Please. Good morning from South Padre Island. I stay safe, Sandy. Love you, Sandy. Good morning. We have a moral responsibility to one another. Do the right thing. Yeah, and we're at that point, guys, that we're going to have to start doing the right thing. I mean, look, guys. I mean, I've talked to administrators from the nursing homes. I've talked to individuals in the funeral home business, guys. We're in trouble, folks. We're in trouble. And stop believing the lies out there. I mean, even and I'm going to say this, our Cameron County Public Health Department is actually doing a disservice to the community because reporting 2 deaths in the city of Brownsville is irresponsible. We have, I would say, close to 70 individuals that passed away during this weekend. 7-0 at my count, 7-0. And again, I'm not saying every single one of those was COVID-19. Maybe a couple of them, passed away from natural causes out there. Don't know. I mean, 2 of them passed away because they got shot. The double homicide that happened right here close to my office, Montano and Alanis. But again, guys, that's just 2. So what now? 68? Oh yeah, it's not 70. Erasmo. You're getting the number wrong. I'm not exaggerating the numbers. They are exaggerating the numbers in the opposite way. And that's what's concerning. So guys, and this is my take, Dr. James, if we have accurate numbers out there, maybe a lot of these people that are like, it's a hoax. It's the flu and blah, blah, blah. Maybe these people go like, oh, well, it's not. Because I'll tell you, Dr. James, a lot of the friends of mine who thought, well, I don't know anyone that has COVID-19. They were saying this 2-3 weeks ago. Now they're singing a different tune. Now they're saying,
oh, yes,
I know, I've experienced it. It's happened to my family. It's close by.
Absolutely. Let's compare feeding. A lot of us, if there's not a cop around, we'll take a chance at times if we're in a hurry to get somewhere. But if we're caught like that, we're going to get pulled over. We're taking a chance of getting a heavy fine for speeding. Well, we're taking a chance if we're not wearing masks. We're taking a chance if we're not social distancing. Only difference is we're concerned with lives at that point.
Not tickets. Pirate ship and dolphin watch boats packed to the max. It's never going to stop, though. Never going to stop. BDH had a mold problem. That's Brownsville Doctors Hospital. Well, let me tell you, Dr. James, I know for a fact, and I know for a fact a lot of our schools have huge mold problems. Huge. I mean, I've showed pictures of them. I made the superintendent do a walkthrough with me at a couple of the schools. A huge mold problem. We have an issue with ventilation. I mean, what's going to happen if coronavirus that now is being said to be airborne, is running rampant through our ventilation system in a place that already produces mold for our students?
Absolutely. And the World Health Organization's actually made a statement that is the case, that COVID is airborne.
Sending kids to school is a huge mistake, Manuel. It's a huge mistake.
And here's something else to consider. Okay, if viruses, including COVID, are transmitted in water droplets or your saliva or your mucus or whatever. Imagine what happens in areas that are very humid. I would believe that they would probably stay in the air longer rather than dropping towards the ground where they might in places where the humidity is not as high. So that's something else to consider. There's so much that we're learning about this virus every day.
There is. Lagaga. And should they staff the abandoned buildings with imaginary medical staff and equipment? No, they should actually continue to ask the state to bring in individuals as they have been doing for Hidalgo County. Hidalgo County has had busloads of individuals come in to help out with the massive crisis that's happening in Hidalgo County.
San Antonio is actually having military medical personnel coming in to help. We could use that help as well.
Exactamente. What we need, Lagaca. I like your name. What we need is leadership. It should come together and in a united stance, tell Governor Abbott, hey guys, we need National Guard down here. And,
And not,
I'm sorry, go.
not only leadership in our government, but leadership in our businesses. I'm concerned because, I hear stories of nurses, other medical staff who have tested positive and they're supposed to be home and quarantined and whatnot, and they're being ordered to go back to work before they're cleared.
It's
Why
crazy.
would supervisors do that?
It's
I
crazy.
heard a story of one nurse that she had to advocate because she was being told to come to work that night, and she'd been, of course, awake all day, and she was able to convince the supervisor, okay, I can't come in today, but she had to come in the next day, and she had not been cleared yet. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And I've actually gotten a lot of those complaints. We have to do something. But look, the matter is, in regards to the abandoned buildings, if we don't start preparing them now, then we're going to get caught at the brunt force of an avalanche. We have to start preparing now. We have to start being a little bit more proactive. We have to start thinking a little bit outside the box. If we build it, they will come. They're going to have to come. But can you imagine if we don't take over the buildings, we don't prepare them? I mean, use our personnel that's out there working already anyway. If we don't prepare these things as makeshift hospitals, as mass units, what's going to happen when the hurricane hits? We're not going to be prepared. We're not going to be ready.
And it's coming because we have a new testing site that opened up in Edinburgh at the Bert Ogden Arena. They're going to be testing 5,000 people each day as long as it remains open. And this is valley-wide. It's free. All you have to do is register online. It just takes a couple of minutes, and then you're going to have to go, get in your car and wait in line. But still, it's free. 5,000 a day. 5,000 a day. And there are only 3 across the country. One is in Jacksonville, Florida. The other is in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And the other is in Edinburgh.
I was talking, I couldn't hear, and I noticed it was muted. Yeah, extremely responsible for employers not to notifying the community. The county is a big employer and was not transparent. Well, look, Wendy, the school district is the number one employer, is probably south of San Antonio. The school district, they're not reporting the only reason that they're reporting them now is because I'm out here yelling at them, putting pressure on them. So now, because they found out that Erasmo is going to report them out there, so now that they're trying to become a little bit more proactive. And you know what? At the end of the day, I'm glad that they are, and that's why I sent a text to the superintendent yesterday. I'm glad that they're finally listening. I'm glad that they're finally doing what they should be doing. But that it has to take for one to come out here and scream and lose my voice, because look at, man, I've actually lost my voice. I was at that point where I was just completely, and I thank Dr. James for coming on and helping me pick up the slack, and the other individuals that are coming on, because I was literally losing my voice, screaming, guys, be a little bit more proactive. Now, the school district is actually out there throwing information in real time, which is what's needed, Wendy. And the county needs to do the same thing, because we've known, Wendy, I know, and a lot of the people that work out there at county know that they've been trying to keep everything hush, 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 hush. And you know what? It's a disservice to the community. We need to let people know so that they'll be a little bit more cautious in regards to going back and forth. Morning, Kathy. Good morning, Dora Hermosa. ¿Cómo estás? Good morning, Luis. Juan. Good morning, S.A. I was wondering where you're going to show up, bro. Good morning, Lupita. My cousin passed away yesterday. Again, she was retired cafeteria worker at Garza Elementary. Again, and no word from the district. You know, and you know, at that point, because there were some people were saying that our teacher out there from Hannah was retired. She really wasn't retired. She was thinking about retiring because she was just fed up with all this crap. So again, guys, but I don't care if people are retired. You know, you still, you know, shout out and give, you know, kudos or your condolences to the family, guys. I heard that also at office clerk at Hannah. Yes, and again, and you heard it from us. We were the ones that came out here and said it, that an office staff has tested positive. Not only the office staff, the custodial staff. So what does the district do? At the end of the day yesterday, they sent a memo, you know, two people from Hannah. Give the details, guys. The individuals that were at the office, the Hannah office, the ones that individuals, parents have come into contact with. Let the community know. We can't be hiding all that stuff, Dr. James.
Yeah, because then you take it home and you infect others, and probably others who have compromised immune systems who aren't going out. They're at home and they're going to get sick and they're going to wind up in the hospital, the ICUs, and then worse.
Yeah, but if a BISD employee broke the law off contract, they'd be held accountable. Yeah, well, of course, because it's always to their convenience. You know, I'm going to hold them accountable. Everything bad, offer on the contract. Oh, but are you off the contract? Well, you die, you die. Man, that is very, very heartless. That is heartless. They're just numbers of them. Oh, yes. You're right, Jesus. They are just numbers to them. And that's what's very important. That's what's very sad. That's what's very, very heartbreaking. That, you know, goodness gracious, guys, we're all a part of this community. You know, we all should mourn and hurt for individuals that have lost loved ones out there, guys. I don't care who they are. But this corrupt board hasn't said a word in regards to anyone passing away. I mean, I've already been asked to go attend a couple of the wakes because they're not even funerals anymore, because you can't have a regular funeral. You can't. Guys, listen, we're getting a refrigerated trailer here in the city of Brownsville because they don't know where else to place the bodies. A refrigerated trailer for Brownsville. Morning, Kat. They're not on contract. What kind of answer is that? These were employees that served for years. Exactly. They don't care. They don't care. They only care about the fine line, the fine print in the contract. And if the fine print in the contract says, well, you know, we don't even have to acknowledge them, they won't. That's how pathetic this But look at, man, at the end of the day, this superintendent isn't even invested in the community. He doesn't even live here. He's not from here. So you think he actually cares about our community members? He doesn't. It goes to show that during all these situations, the BISD board shows their true colors. It's horrible. Bukari. I love your name. I don't know who you are. Erasmo, my son received a letter from Dallas Christian College to attend at August 13th, and they have not canceled yet. Do you think I have to make a call to them? And I knew that your son was going somewhere, Marco. I would call them and see what their plan is in regards to reopening, because a lot of the campuses out there are actually going to go online. You know, they're going to start. TSC is one of the campuses that's going to go online. So again, if that's going to be one of the options, you know, call them, contact them before it's going all the way out there. Because if you don't have to spend on an apartment, on, you know, housing for your child up there, you know, then don't. You know, that's been my suggestion. But God bless them, and let me know. Keep me posted. BISD appalling behavior. My condolences to the families who have lost loved ones. May God's comfort and peace be upon them. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen, sister.
Amen.
Temp screenings. Good morning, Hermosa Maggie. ¿Cómo estás, mi amor?
Morning.
They are a someone. Yes, there's someone's uncle. I mean, I've been in contact with the niece of the custodian that passed away in Hannah. And I place myself at their service. If there's anything that I can do for them, I had a conversation with her. Again, guys, you reach out to the individuals out there that are hurting. It's not only biblical, it's it's the right thing to do, guys. And I feel for a lot of my staff out there, because despite the fact that I'm not on the board, I was on the board. So I feel a sense of responsibility to my staff members, to my people out there, because I did serve on the board. So I feel a little bit of responsibility of sharing my condolences, placing myself at their service and whatever they may need. And again, guys, that's what we need in regards to these other individuals. They need to be a little bit more forthcoming in regards to what is really truly going on out here, man. People that is sick need to stay home. Yesterday at CVS, a guy was picking up his medication. He is talking on the phone. Me acaban de hablar que salí, aquí estoy recogiendo la medicina. Yeah. Guys, there's pharmacies that will deliver your medication, guys. You don't have to go pick up your medication. Stop being necios.
If you have symptoms, stay home. If you haven't been tested, just call your doctor, but stay home.
Please
Don't
stay
wait
home.
until you hear for positive results. Stay home if you have symptoms. If you're sick, stay home. You're going to make other people sick.
Yeah, you are going to make other people sick. Please don't do that. Yes, people live in Mexico that are citizens, but they bring the virus to Mexico and U.S. If they sick and live in Mexico, go to the doctor over there. Stop spraying the virus. I don't know about that. Let me tell you. If you're an American citizen, you better be allowed to enter your country.
I agree.
So I don't care if you live in China. I don't care if you live in Wuhan. If you're an American citizen, this is your country. And if anyone wants to stop you from coming into your country, let me tell you, if anyone wants to ever stop me to coming into my country, you better be sure there's going to be one ticked off little cheese out there, man. So I don't agree. People are American citizens. This is their country. No one should tell them that they can't come into the country.
And I'm sure
Sad.
Mexico. I'm sure Mexico feels the same about their citizens. And even if you have dual citizenship, they have the right to go over there and come over here both.
Yeah, 100%, guys. I mean, goodness gracious. I mean, I understand what you're trying to say, J Ship, but I don't think so, my man. Don't agree. School kids will be like a village of the damn. Oh my God, yes, yeah. I'm surprised. I'm not the only one that knows about Village of the Damned. You remember that movie?
I remember it.
A bunch of clowns. Yeah, they are a bunch of clowns. Fear. Oh, we are. Ruben, no, it's just fact spreaders. Fact spreaders, man. You know what?
We just want people to be vigilant. We
Yeah.
just want people to be safe. We don't want to scare people. No, I mean, no. What would be any sense in that? If we incite a panic, people are going to start looting here because of it, and we don't want that. But we want to slow down the spread, because where are you going to go when you have appendicitis, or you're in a car accident, or you have a heart attack or a stroke? There's no room in the hospitals. People are getting turned away. People who are in critical condition are getting taken by air ambulance, by helicopter to other cities, because we can't take care of them here.
Yeah, Ruben. I mean, I respect y'all's opinion. I get frustrated with y'all's opinion at but you have a right to express your opinions. But are we fear mongering? 100% no. I preach against a fear. I tell people out here, do not live in fear. Do not live in fear. Just be cautious. Be cautious, because people are dying, people are getting infected. You have to maintain social distancing. You have to wear a face mask every time you're out there in public. So we're saying, bro. But let me tell you, it is very, very frustrating when people don't take it as seriously as they should. But again, that's your right. It's your right to not take it
Mm-hmm.
seriously. It's your right to believe that it's a hoax. This is probably one of Minerva's disciples, because Minerva Peña is out there preaching, saying that it's Jesus' blood is going to come and wipe away the Rona. It's all a hoax. It's not true. She's an idiot. She's an idiot. And I say she's an idiot because she's entitled to her opinion, Ruben, but she's in a leadership position. And once you're in a
Now,
leadership position, you can't be that irresponsible.
my dad used to have a saying. He'd say, "Trust in God, but lock your car."
Yeah, but lock your car. Special ed come in direct contact with students every single day. They want us to go every single day with no alternative scheduling either. It's impossible. It's impossible. And I feel for my special ed teachers; they're in trouble. And not just my special ed teachers, all my special ed staff out there. There's a lot of them. Are teachers or staff going to receive hazard pay if forced to go back to school during the pandemic? The answer is, Tony, they won't even give you a $320 raise. They won't even give you a $320 a year increment. They were bitching about that. A $320, and bitching is not a bad word, $320 increment. That's what they were bitching about. A $320. You really think that this corrupt school board is going to give my teachers hazard pay? Not a cent, bro. Not a cent, because they don't care. Erasmo, pay attention. I had people coming in for cookies. Sorry, Rodney. Hey, priorities. Every teacher would need a classroom the size of the event salon in order to space kids out. And that's exactly right. And we don't have the space, guys. We literally don't have the space. And again, look, guys, there's a picture going out around on fake news channel 4 and fake news channel 23, where they have like 20 some desks all spaced out. Y'all have y'all seen the picture? Have you seen the picture?
Yes.
Guys, that's a picture moment. That's not what's going to happen, guys. That is not
that's
a
not
class.
even.
Huh?
That's not a classroom. That's a cafeteria.
That's not a classroom. That's a cafeteria. That's how bad Channel 4 and Channel 23 are. They're fake news, guys. They're fake news. And they want to show a picture, and they want to show, like, look at how spaced out it is, guys. It's going to be okay. That's a cafeteria. It said, I think it was at Champion Elementary. No, at Hudson. I think it was at Hudson Elementary. Oh, wow. I mean, I've been there. I was principal of a day at Hudson. And guys, a lot of people believed it. They said, you see, look, it's going to be spaced out. We're going to be okay. Guys, it's not true. It's not true. All about the numbers. It's all about the numbers. I want cookies. Juan, vente levantar unas galletas. 1240 East Madison. The schoolwork needs to be online. 100%, Matthew. Everything needs to be online. Cases are up because of more testing, but the mortality rates are down. No, Ruben, they are not down. Actually, and again, you have to base it on facts, Ruben. You're basing it on Fox News. And I I watch Fox and Friends every morning. Every morning I watch Fox and Friends because I cannot stand CNN News. I hate CNN News. CNN News is like Channel 4 and Channel 23. It's horrible. So I opt, and MSNBC, oh my Lord, with Joe Scarborough, my goodness gracious, I'd rather shoot my foot. I'm serious. He is horrible. So I watch a lot of Fox News. So every so often I'll watch CNN, but CNN is just so lame. With that said, the numbers don't lie. And the fact is, Ruben, go call the funeral homes and they'll tell you. We're close to 70 individuals that passed away this weekend. Those are facts. Those are real numbers.
You have to be very careful looking at these numbers too. And there are reasons, and it's not because of more testing, that the mortality rates haven't gone up as quickly as the positives have gone up. Part of it is because the people who are going out and not social distancing and not wearing masks are younger people. And that population, perhaps not as many, will get sick and pass away as some of our more vulnerable populations. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be coming because the numbers lag behind. This is something else we have to consider. When the numbers of positives start to increase, it takes a while before the numbers of hospitalizations start to increase. And then a little while longer before the numbers of ICU admissions increase. And then after that, then the numbers of the mortality rates increase. We're going to see right now, we're just seeing the numbers of positives going up. And we have Burt Ogden Arena where 5,000 people are going to be tested a
A
day
day,
for the next week. Yes, a day.
a day.
So these numbers are going to go up even more. And so are the hospitalizations, followed by the ICU, followed by the mortality rate. So it's going to take a few weeks for those to catch up with where the positives are right now. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse, and we're not even in the second wave.
No, yeah,
We're still in the first wave. We never brought it down. We never brought it down to where we wanted it to be. We got kind of close, but then we started opening up, and then we have another surge.
yeah.
The second wave will be coming after schools open,
And it'll be
about a
really
month about a month after schools open, and we'll be
100%.
in big trouble.
Very big trouble. And again, Ruben, look, I respect your opinion. And until right now, you've been respectful. Calling me dumb is not, I don't care. Calling me a fear monger, it's not a big deal. So I appreciate, not using the foul language and everything else. But again, let's focus on the facts. Of course, you test more, you're going to find out that more people are out there, testing positive. It doesn't mean that there's hundreds of thousands of other individuals in our community that are also positive. And again, guys, the only thing that it does, Ruben, is it lets us know, that we have to start being a little bit more careful. But again, mortality rates are not down. The numbers that we're being told, the numbers that we're being spoon fed. And look, Ruben, I'm going to guess that you're a Republican or a conservative. And that's fine. The numbers that are being produced right now by the county comes from a Democrat-controlled county, and their numbers are way, way low. You would think that their numbers would be high because the narrative for the Democrats is like, oh, it's going to kill everyone. It's not going to kill everyone. It's going to kill a lot of people, though. And again, if they kill one person, it's not a good thing. So it's not fear mongering; it's fact producing.
If we wanted to create fear, we would be telling people, stay home, buy the bottled water, buy the toilet paper,
Yeah.
stay home. But we're not saying that.
No.
We're saying if you have to go out, wear a mask, physical distance, wash your hands, those kinds of things. We're not spreading fear. We're just presenting facts and telling people what they need to do to stay safe.
Yeah, people need to be cautious, man. Look, I don't want business to close. I want business to
I
succeed.
don't either.
I want business to succeed. But let me tell you, I don't want event centers to open. I don't want event centers to open to have large events of more than 50 individuals, more than 25%, more than 10 individuals. I don't want big event centers to open. That's the difference. I don't want bars to open either. And it was a mistake for this governor to open up the bars. It was a huge mistake. BISD is a germ factory. Marco, it's a germ factory now. Well, it was a germ factory before COVID-19. It's going to be where set up campuses like leper colonies for those students that test positive. I don't like segregation. I don't like segregation in any way, shape, or form at all. I think it's just we need to keep kids at home. We need to teach them at home. You don't send them. I'm concerned since my son will have 3 online classes, but the rest are in-person classes, Texas A&M this fall. Yesenia, and again, one of the things that your child needs to do, your son needs to do, is make sure that when he does go to class, he maintains social distancing. The problem with our young kids out there is they don't believe in social distancing. So, it's going to be a lot of education, a lot of talking to them. And again, like I've had individuals that parents here, they say, oh, my son came down from Austin and, so we're concerned. I said, keep him away from grandpa and grandma. Keep them away from grandpa and grandma. You can't do anything else because Austin, San Antonio, all these big cities out there, College Station, all these cities out there, they are going to have it in spades. Online schooling, the teachers do not do well with classroom instruction. One reason why online schooling is not that great for kids, unless the online has better instruction. Well, look, part of the problem is they should have started preparing months ago and started to perfect the online schooling. Look at it. We're 4 weeks away. We're 4 weeks away, guys, from starting school. 4 weeks away. And are our teachers completely ready for online distant learning? They're not. They should have started to prepare March, 3 months ago. That's when they should have started preparing. but no one listened. No one listened. Y'all belong
And
in.
to some degree, I would agree. Online learning is not as effective as face to face. But what choice do we have? Are we going to send everybody back and take those chances on how many people are going to get sick?
Y'all belong in North Korea. Y'all are begging to be locked up. I don't think
No,
either of us said anything about being locked up. We don't want to be locked
no.
up. We want to
I
be
don't
free.
want, yes, I don't want to shut down. Our businesses need to be open. People need to work. We need our economy open, but we need to be smart about it.
Yeah.
Only essentially, only if you have to be out. For those of us who don't have to be out, stay at home, work
Same.
online, go to school online. If you have to go out, then follow the guidelines. We're not saying anything about anybody being locked up.
No, I
Uh,
mean, good.
I hate to say I have to go. I do have a 10 o'clock appointment,
Thank you,
Erasmo.
Dr. James. Appreciate you, man. See you tomorrow.
All right. See you tomorrow.
Bye. Ruben, again, look, we were talking about individuals coming into the country. I believe in freedom. I'm a constitutionalist. I'm more of a libertarian than anything else. I believe in the Constitution. I believe that people need to protect their freedoms. But I'm going to make sure that everyone out there knows the facts, and the facts are that we are in trouble. Cookie Monster. That's why I need people to come and pick up my damn cookies, please. Bunch of clowns. Your opinion. That's fine. I can live with that. Cookie Monster. Fear mongering Democrats. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat. Maybe a little scummy, but not a Democrat. Ruben, you haven't been paying attention to us. Y'all and Eddie Trevino can eat. Is that like a fish? A spotted dick is a fish? Ruben, I've called out Eddie Trevino for his inefficiency in regards to producing numbers and stuff. I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican. I hate the labels, but again, your opinion. Why is South Padre Island behaving like everything is normal? Because they're money hungry. Yeah, rest in peace, Montanas. He was a camarada. He was a camarada. You should appreciate his little videos. They were kind of funny. Kind of. Not really a lot of funny, but some of them were funny. Everybody knows someone that experienced the virus 100%. Can he afford to drop the in-person classes and keep the online only for this semester and reevaluate? Yes. Actually, let me tell you, that is what Laredo is doing. Laredo has said no one is coming back on campus. No one is coming back on campus for at least the first 6 weeks, and then we're going to reevaluate the situation. Good morning, Cheese and Doc James. Hope y'all have an amazing day. Hell no, we won't go. Amen, brother. Almost done. Almost done, I think. Yes, exactly. More responsibility. Yes. C is for cookie. It's good enough for me. Hey, C is for cookies. Good enough for me. Good morning. C is for cookies. Good enough for me. Yes. Cookie starts with C. Yes, people is real. My uncle is right now in the hospital with COVID-19. Blessings, Rudy. My prayers for him. Hey, Olbera. I'm so proud of everyone defying Trevino's orders and defying the governor's orders too. Okay. People don't understand. We already know someone or more than someone suffering. 100%. Agripino. ¿Cómo estás? Exactly. Where is Bella Dominguez Lucio? Nada. You know what? I'm very upset with our state representatives, Alex Dominguez, Eddie Lucio III. I mean, I haven't heard from minimal, if anything. And the state senator, I mean, he's too busy out there being offended by being called Sucio Lucio. Anyway, make that sports park dome a makeshift hospital. 100%. That's what we talked to Dr. Commissioner Tro and the mayor. I heard that recovered individuals and the family members may be considered carriers and still have to continue monitoring and treat it. Again, look at that doctor. I can't remember the doctor's name, Dr. Cantu. I can't remember her name. She tested positive, then came back, tested negative, and was doing okay, and then again tested positive. We just don't know. Bring a hospital ship to the port. That's something that someone mentioned. I can't remember who mentioned it, but it's a great idea. The only buildings that will be unused will be the ones owned by the Lucios, their buddies and partners. Raúl Castro para presidente. Es cierto. Betsy DeVos and the president TA has just said that we have to have in classroom with this fall. This will be put our healthcare system. Yeah, the stupidest thing for. I mean, I don't know what the hell goes through DeVos's brain, but she is stupid. One stupid woman. If you are elected to the board, will you be silenced by them? No, that's why I need you to vote them all out and vote in new people. I need your help. It's not a Erasmo vote. I want you to vote new people in there, and make sure that they are as upset as I am in regards to the direction that this stupid board is going. Ultimately, guys, it's on you, the voter. I mean, goodness gracious, it's on you, the voter. If you don't become active, you don't become proactive, it's going to be a disaster. It's your call. Good morning, Nilda. Is the testing a combination of the blood test, nose swab, or spray in a cup? I think the testing that's going on at Bird Ogden Arena is the nasal, the nose swab. The district, will you be silenced by a district? I will never be silenced, Snowy, ever. And again, I wasn't silenced when I was on the board. I mean, and I know it's hard for a lot of people to understand and comprehend, but 3 months, 3 months after being elected, I was walking into the FBI office, and I shared with them information that I knew. Not going to be silenced and going to report anything that I can. Hey, that's not sure if you answered last night, but is there any information on it not being safe to attend a funeral? Um, they're actually avoiding, individuals going into the funeral homes as is. There was only like a limited number of 10. When it's COVID patients, it's going to be even a lot stricter. I think they're opting in regards to a lot of these individuals, cremation. Good morning, and thank you for providing us with information. Love you, my man. Yes, for the nursing homes, National Guard is needed. And actually, the National Guard did come into Fox Hollow. It needs to come into Valley Grande Manor. It needs to come into Ebony Lake. Band and athletes are supposed to go back next week. Parents, please do not send them. Please do not send them. I like your hair. Thank you. Appreciate it, Victor. It's actually me pongo gel. It's actually my hair too. No paint. News shows that Texas has risen to third place in number of cases. 100%. Erasmo for superintendent. Preach, brother. I love you, Martin. To the board BSD teachers. Almost done. Why do we need a refrigerator when there are so many Rona deaths? Yeah. Good morning, George. Love your hair, Papa. What are some of our lower school districts are going to do when to start? Heard Los Fresnos starting in September. Los Fresnos is doing that. So they might have to call that back. It appears that parents have no power to oust the super, and a lot can happen for here to voting. And when January comes around, so the super has won. No. There's a lot that can be done. Give me the board. Give me all 5 seats on the board. And people tell me, don't say that, Erasmo. Don't tell people that. I'm always going to speak with the truth. Give me all 5 seats on the board, and you'll see change. I promise you. They are someone. They matter. The right. They do the show. Yes. The heck with TA and governor who does nothing to us. The community and the children who attend public schools make their pay. Impeach the governor. Hospitals should not help the people that do not want to wear masks. Those are the ones that end up crying like, yes. Después andan chillando todos I'm going to go buy these fast. Good morning, Erasmo. Love you. Thank you, Rachel. Driving to the office, saw a highway sign and said, hurricane season here. That's crazy, guys. We're going to get one thing after that. My dad was released from the hospital, but he is still very ill. Norma, my continued prayers. God bless him. Our lives matter. Why don't they listen? I'm so scared of contracting the virus. School for my students, 100%. And a lot of parents are the same way. Is Castro screaming again? Oh, my God. This guy has no shame whatsoever. Coworker daughter got mauled by a pit bull last night. They are still at the hospital waiting to attend because the hospitals are full, because the idiots that don't wear masks because they're pansies ass right. Yes, 100%. They don't get hazard pay from the people in the city getting $50 an hour for those officials. Let me tell you, Jason is right. If you saw the meeting last night, the city of Brownsville voted to pay individuals $50 an hour. $50 an hour, up to $20,000. Nothing changes at the city. Nothing changes at the city. Nothing. Special education unit students that won't keep their masks on. Nope. Good morning, Erasmo and Dr. James. Erasmo, what are your suggestions to the community that we can do to ensure BIZ employees and students do not return on campus in the fall? Patricia, keep them at home. Keep them at home. Do homeschooling. Take them out of school and bring them back to school after November. It's very simple. Take them out of school, go unregister them from school. Say they're not coming back. We're going to do homeschooling. Keep them at home at least till November. After November, we have the opportunity to change the board and change the direction of the district. It's that simple. In November, we'll have the opportunity to change the direction of the board and of administration. But y'all have to help me. You have to help me. And again, I'll do as much as I can, but without your help, I won't be able to do much, guys. It's that simple. That is what we need to do. Go out there. Do not register your kids for school. Tell the state that you're going to do homeschooling up till November. In November, when elections come and you give me 5 seats on that board, then we'll change directions 100%. I promise you. Love Channel 4, the best at Valley Vision. No, Channel 4 is garbage. Special ed teachers and staff change diapers, spoon-fed students, and coming direct contact with body fluids. How is it going to be safe for these babies? They're not. It's not going to be safe. If we do not do pregnancy tests, there would be no pregnancies. That's a good point. I hadn't even thought of that one. What exactly? And many people are waiting for their results. It's cray. Texas problem was y'all's avid governor, a true champion, mandating masks too late. And the big problem opening, yes, 100%. There are many careless people thinking that they're immune without masks because people are viruses spread ignorance. A lot of ignorance. Thank you, Guadalupe. God bless you, my man. It's also aesthetics. People remove the best filters. We have the nose hairs. I still have my nose hairs, some of them. Coworker told me that took his mom to the ER yesterday and saw a lot of bodies inside blue bags on the floor. It is just sad. It is very, very sad. I've had more people come in. My wife says that Erasmo for governor of Texas 2021. Yes. Hi. Come in. Some people who are positive never come back to sick. Sick. One of their members become ill. Okay. Hey, thank you. Come on in. All done. Guys, I'm going to finish real quick. Guys, have a great day. Tonight, Dr. Jamil M. Mahdi. Dr. Jamil M. Mahdi tonight at 9 o'clock. And John Chambers as well. We'll have them at separate hours. Tonight, 9 o'clock live. Be here. Thank y'all, guys. Be good to each other. Be good to me. Adios.